Hey, what's up, Hilo News family? My name is Janae Tate, your host of Can We Talk, our podcast where we talk to dope people in the community doing dope things. And today is no different. I'm so excited to have the beautiful ladies from the TJ Reddick Bar Association with us today. They have an amazing Black History event that you need to know about. So without further ado, I want to welcome them to the show. Welcome Tia Gibbs, Sharia Randall, and Alexia Hudson to the show. Hey, ladies.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, welcome. You guys have an amazing event going on, and whoever want to jump in first, you guys can let people know what it is and what they can expect. So whoever want to get started, you guys can jump right in.
Go ahead, Tia. This is your show.
Okay. So we are partnering with Old Dillard Museum, which is one of the original Black schools in Broward County. They have a museum and they're giving us an exhibit. So our exhibit is the Chambers v. Florida case. This case was decided by the U.S. Supreme Court in 1940. It involved a murder that happened in 1933. 4 Black men were wrongfully accused of murder. And it took about 9 years, but they were finally freed. So this was the talk of the town in the early 40s, because that was the first time in recorded history that 4 Black men were they had a writ of execution. They were supposed to be executed. And there was a Black attorney in Jacksonville, Florida by the name of Simeon McGill. He kept them alive he filed about 9 different appeals over a 9-year period. And when he went to the U.S. Supreme Court, he was assisted by an attorney who was Thurgood Marshall, who went on to become the Supreme Court Justice. And interestingly, this is the first case Thurgood Marshall went to the U.S. Supreme Court in. And it happened right in Broward County, Florida.
Wow, that's amazing that, that history is connected there. And there's always these like little known Black history facts about our area. So I'm really glad that you guys are bringing this to the forefront. Alexia, can you tell us about the importance why people need to learn more about this exhibit?
They need to learn more about this exhibit because a lot of times, as you just stated, we live in the area in Broward County and we don't know our history. A lot of us don't know our history in general. And so it would be lovely and it's important for at least, the locals, especially when it's just happened in Pompano Beach, that we all know that this is essentially a case that happened in our backyard, that we really should know about. And the facts are the facts. So not only do we know about American history, but we should know about our own local history that happened right where we, all drive by every single day. So the community should definitely come out and experience this exhibit. We'll have local judges there as well. A lot of members of the community. It's going to be a really important and a good time as well. So I'm really, really excited that our organization is putting this on. Thanks to Tia, definitely. She has done such an amazing job. And so it's important that we know about this actual case.
No, I totally agree. And Sharia, tell me about your involvement with the event and why this was important for you to get involved.
So this particular event, I'm the president-elect for the TJ Reddick Bar Association. And one of the reasons why this was very important, as many of you have heard, they're trying to take Black history out of our schools. They right now are trying to remove the teachings of Black history from our school system. They're trying to avoid our children from learning about Black history. What happened? So we as educators, we as attorneys, and before I was an attorney, I was an educator as well. So one of the reasons why this particular exhibit, this particular project was something that I was Team Tia, let's do this, let's make this happen. Because we need to make sure we are giving back to our community and more than just let's put on some type of production. We need to give back. So we need to be educating our children. We need to be educating our community. We need to make sure that everyone understands where we came from in order to understand where we are today, why we are in the place where we are today, so we can continue to move forward. Our goal as an organization is to continue to propel our people forward. And that's one of the reasons why the TJ Reddick Bar Association, we find ways to raise funds in order to give scholarships to minority students, high school students, and law school students to help further their education, because education is important to us. We need more Black attorneys. We need more Black judges. Justice is equal for. We need to understand what happened before we can forward and avoid happening again. So that's one of the reasons why, well, several reasons why I've named why this particular event and this exhibit was very important to our organization.
No, I thank you for breaking that down. And Alexia, can you share with us what the TJ Reddick Bar Association is and why it was founded?
Yes, so TJ Reddick Bar
Association, all a part of it. Like, are you, at least you and Sharia? Are you?
Well, my name is Alexia Hudson again, and I'm the president of the TJ Reddick Bar Association. So TJ Reddick Bar Association actually started out or was formed by a group of attorneys because at that time, Black attorneys were not afforded equal access into law firms. They weren't being appointed to being partners. They weren't being appointed judges. They weren't being elected. And so because of that lack of Black attorneys in these firms, they started this association to propel Black attorneys to make sure that they have somewhere to go, an organization that they can come to, and everyone can be of assistance to each other. And TJ Reddick himself was actually the first Black attorney to open office in Broward County, the first attorney to be elected in the circuit court as well, and be on the circuit court of record. So his name is a staple. It should be a household name for us because, as we know, history seems like it wants to continue repeating itself. And so now that we know we're here, and he was the first attorney to open a firm, and that was only in around 1983. This organization was formed in 1982. I'm sorry. That was just the other day. And so it's really important that we understand and that we know that Black individuals at one point in time and still now today are being discriminated against. Equal access is not afforded to us even today. And it's important that everyone knows who TJ Reddick was and that the association is here to be of help just to the general welfare of all the community in Broward County as well. And as Sharia stated before, we want to propel law students. We do give out scholarships, high school students as well, because we do believe that it's important to have more Black attorneys, because as you know, the judges are the ones that do make sentences, and a lot of times they don't look like us. Yeah. And so we want more attorneys that look like us to be able, so they can understand what's exactly happening to them in the courtrooms each and every day. So it's important that we push that needle forward and be a helping hand.
No, I totally agree. And thank you for breaking that down. Tia, can you walk us through like what people can expect when they see the exhibit? And, specifically, you guys have your event coming up on February 9th. Well, what's going to happen there and what can people expect when they come to the event and the exhibit overall?
Sure. So the event is going to be at Old Dillard Museum. Do you mind if I give them the address real quick?
Sure. Drop all the tea. Give them all the
Old Dillard. The address is 1009 Northwest 4th Street, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 33311. So Old Dillard Museum, we have a room. And when they walk into this room, they're going to see pictures of all the parties of this case. You're going to see the sheriff that arrested them. You're going to see a picture of the bill collector that stopped them from being lynched at the courthouse. You're going to see a picture of the state attorney, Attorney Louis Marr. You're going to see a picture of the Black attorneys that represented the accused. You get to see a picture of the accused. And one of the things that we're going to bring to people's attention at the exhibit is when it started, it was 4 people that were accused. By the time in 1933, but by the time they got to 1942, the one, Isaiah Chambers, who the case is named after because he was the first named defendant, he was mentally insane. So he was stuck in a state institution that even when he was free, he still was unable to go back into the population. So you see that picture of it's 4 Black men at the beginning, and then when you go to the end of the exhibit, you're only going to see 3. And we're going to bring that to kids' attention that, there are things that happen in prison that we're not going to talk about what happened in prison because we have no knowledge of that, but just what happened. We're also going to show newspaper clippings from the time.
Ladies, this has been amazing. I hope people are able to, go to this event and get what they need to from it and learn and grow, and especially about our local Black history here in South Florida and specifically Broward County. I'm so glad that you guys are putting this together and sharing this for kids and everybody, the public in general. How long will the exhibit run, and what time will the event be on February 9th? So let's hear some of those event details. Tia or Alexa, anybody who wants to share that.
It'll be from 6 on Thursday, February 9th, and the exhibit will run until March 10th. So you just have to contact Old Dillard Museum. They're open typically every day from 8:30 to 4, and you can go and watch and look at the exhibit.
Nice. And are there any final thoughts or anything else that you guys want people to know about this exhibit or about the TJ Reddick Association? Please, drop any information about what you guys are doing.
Sure. Definitely the grand opening of the exhibit is the 9th. So we would love for everyone to come out on the 9th. But if you're unable to make it, then of course it's open all the way until the 10th. But we just want everyone to know that the TJ Reddick Bar Association is really here to be of, a helping hand, an ear to the general community of Broward County. We do also have our annual gala that's coming up on June 10th, our scholarship and awards gala that's going to be here at the Marriott Beach Resort. And so we would love for everyone to be in attendance for that as well. Everyone is welcome to come. And so we are just an organization that does a lot of community service. We also do put on wills and trust events as well, or getting your house in order events. We do adopt a family events. So if any information that you want to join us, our community service event, we also do community service with Dillard High School, volunteering as well. So our social media is at TJ Reddick Bar, and so is our Facebook page at TJ Reddick Bar Association. And you can always email us at tjreddickbar@gmail.com, and one of us will email you back for sure.
Awesome. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate you for taking time. You guys are now friends of the show of High Low News and Can We Talk podcast. So please come back. Any news, any things that you guys have going on, please share that with our audience. The community needs to know this amazing work that you guys are doing. And thank you for the work that you're doing in the community.
Thank you so much for having us.
Also, Ms. Janae, we also have a discussion panel on our case that we're going to have on February 16th as well. Wanted to make mention of that. And we will have some prominent speakers for that event that will be over Zoom. And anyone who wants to attend, they can RSVP at www.tjreddick, that's REDD as in dog, ICK, bar, BAR.com/events. And it is the Chambers v. Florida discussion. And we will have on that particular panel, Ashley Vigant, who is a Florida State Representative, Emmanuel George, who is the historian for the Old Dillard Museum. We will also have Ms. Tia Gibbs, who will be our moderator for that particular event, as well as Ms. Sue Ann Robinson, who is a wonderful civil rights attorney. And the final speaker for that particular event is going to be Mr. Looney, Esquire, who will also be one of our speakers for that particular event.
Awesome. And Tia, do you have any last words, anything that you want to let the audience know about any work that you're doing or the exhibit in general?
Just that please see the exhibit. Bring your children to the exhibit. It's a really good talking point, especially for people that are interested in the law, or even if they're just interested in history. This is a good exhibit, a good way to learn about your history as well as learning about the law.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. It's been another amazing episode of Can We Talk? I love when we are able to give people like little known history facts, Black history facts about our area. So thank you guys again. I appreciate you taking your time to come speak with us here. Black-owned media, local media, independent media. So I appreciate that. Guys, make sure you're following High Low News on all our platforms, on every social media site. Go to highlowNewsMiami.com right now to sign up for our newsletter. And we're also going to post this as an article, so you'll be able to get all the event details for what's going on for this event. Again, thank you, ladies. We'll see you guys next time. This has been another dope episode of the Can We Talk podcast. See you later. Bye.
Bye.